has played stage to the likes of Kylie, Beyonce and Coldplay. For one night only, those dance moves were worthy of it. Does your mother know? She does now. Manchester Thunder ready to bring it in this final, up against the defending champions. What is not to love? Here's the firepower. There's something about Mary. Trollope has won the Super League. Can she win the Fast 5 too? Ably assisted by Gabby Sinclair. They have weapons. As for Team Bath, crazy in love as they came out onto court. Asher Francis, in her first season, would love to take this title. Betsy Creek's been brilliant. Peckham has won the ball. They have plenty to take in this fight. Ebony Asara Brown, which way's it going?
Team Bath, true to form.
A shrug of the shoulders from Asher Francis. Mary Trollope will have something to say about that. Our final first centre pass of the day after both teams take a knee in the continued stand for netball against any form of discrimination. The umpires, in case you didn't spot them, they'll swap sides halfway through too. Watch out for that particular dance. Well worth a look. 12 minutes then, potentially more between these two sides and the title. Will it be a new name on the trophy, or will Bath snuggle it home again? First points on the board? No, we'll wait for those.
I know Trollope went through it, and this is where it's all about holding a nerve. 12 more minutes to play. What a ball from Phoebe Maslin. Kerry Almond with a deflection.
Vintage Almond.
Vintage arm.
Almond.
Great work there for Kadeen Corbin.
The ball's taking a little rest too. Fast, full-flowing Fast 5 Netball All-Stars.
It's one of those questions whether you keep to the tactics that have once got you to this point, or whether you start to build that confidence close to the post. It'll be interesting to see which team, in particular not giving an inch there. Sinclair for 5.
Oh, she has it in bucket loads.
Karen Gregg with 2 arms in the air. What a way to start and get Thunder on the board.
5-zip. A reminder, both teams have a 2-minute golden buzzer they can play to double up their points.
Okay, ball's called back to Maslin, so Team Bath with in hand. Creek with a reach from 3. And
how many times have we said that?
No.
Creek from 3, back to within 2 points. If we are level at the end of this, it'll be a golden goal situation.
Well, that was rather extra. McKevitt's up and about. Kadeen Horman trying to leap the hole at the end there. But Thunder back in possession. Great take from Christian and a feed to Sinclair. Not comfortable this time for the 5. But contact called on Peckham in the 3. Gabby Sinclair steps up.
Sinclair, unique shot.
Just seems untouchable, doesn't she? Sophie Kelly, Team Bath superstar of today.
And she snaffled that in mid-court if it was allowed. You feel she would have gone for a 30-point from there. Well, they win it though.
What a tip by McKevitt, cleaned up by Almond.
Kevin's really built into the season, hasn't she?
She has, but obviously we're seeing her goal defence here, and she's doing an excellent job. She's just a workhorse. She goes and goes and goes again. A bit like an Energizer bunny, and just never gives up. Sinclair with a 3.
Talking of never giving up.
She hasn't missed yet. 11th place 3. And no golden buzzer as of yet. Nice work keeping possession here, Team Bath, trying to get into that optimal shooting space. Pass more on a goal shooter, Kelly for 5.
Oh, off the back. Thunder have it. There was just 3 points in it when these two met earlier on today. This will keep toing and froing, you feel.
Karen Gregg looks worried.
But it is a stunning eyebrow. Tamsin Greenway was right. As eyebrows go, that's the MVP tonight.
Cholhook from 3. They brought the goods tonight. Maybe it's Mary Chollock. She's just a lucky mascot for all of these teams at the moment. From Loughborough Lightning to Thunder. Oh, nearly from Kelly. Passmore nearly with the save.
Post got in the way too. Looking a bit anxious on from the sides. Just under 8 minutes of the 2023 domestic season remaining.
Good patient build-up here by Thunder. Flirting with the 3 seconds just then.
Are they going to take it out for dinner?
Stretching chords. Is it a 5? Is it a 3? It's a 5. Sinclair steps up.
Casual as you like. Oh! High fives all round.
She just can't miss.
What response from Bath? They need it now. They turn to one of their talismans. Straight off the back of the post.
It connected at least. We've seen a lot of air balls tonight. Still to come. Again, Thunder can't get out the defensive end. And nearly still from Bath.
No one near the buzzer yet. Have to hit it before 4 minutes remaining. Greg is over there. Karen Gregg with the buzzer. What about that timing?
Impeccable, absolutely impeccable. 6 on the board for Thunder, takes the score out to 25-3. So far it's been a whitewash by Thunder, but there's plenty of time still left on the clock. Bowen flying at every single ball, trying to win it back for Thunder.
Thunder are just 1 point behind what they got in the earlier match against Team Bath, and now Bath responds. Feels like it's not going to be theirs. Still halfway through this one.
And again, the music's picked up the pace, hasn't it? And intensity, your heart starts racing, it's pumping. Cholhock in the 3. Cholhock with the 3. With the 6.
Ridiculous scoring.
And we could see a new champion. Oh, what a save by Kadeen Corbin. Into Creek, who goes for the 1. 54 seconds still left on the golden buzzer for Manchester Thunder.
I wonder if they'll have a look at the 42 that Wasps won their final with in 2018. Or will they just be content with a win? Still time for Bath to come back at them. But at the moment they can't get it out of Thunder hands, and they can't get it out of Sinclair scoring.
What a revelation she has been for this Thunder Bar 5 team. Just the patience, the skill, the execution.
Got to be a stand-up for MVP.
Passmore with the attempt for a 5.
Is this the beginning of the comeback? No.
Come back on the ball to Thunder. And they're on their way once more. Bath need to get some turnover here. Still 4 minutes on the clock. 4 minutes 38. Just need a couple of steals. Don't just let the ball land. Keep that pressure on, which they've been doing so well to get to this final.
I think we might see Kelly and Corbin on court together. Change is made for Bath.
Pearson with a 3. And it falls short, but she gets a rebound. Cholhock with the 3. And it hits the rim. Bath back in possession.
Got to press it now. Had to hit it before the 4 minutes. And Bath are in their golden buzzer. It's now or never. 2 minutes to claw their way back into this one. Corbin couldn't position herself for the 10. Kelly's lining one up.
Bit of a contact call there again. Kelly will have the ball again. They played it round.
Kelly for a 10 again. No.
Corbin again.
Oh, and out of the reach of the youngster. Thunder surely from this position. A home and dry.
Trying to keep possession of that ball. 120 for Bath on the golden buzzer. They just can't seem to gain that possession at the moment. We need a maverick. We need someone to steal the ball. Phoebe Maslin goes for it.
Thunder frustrating them. Thunder 44.
It's been a demolition so far, but Bath, again, 3 minutes on the clock. Kadeen Corbin for a 10. And it falls short. Thunder back in possession.
Well, they're not going to hit the 61 heights of Lightning in 2019. Looks like they'll outdo the 42 of Wasps in 2018. They are about to etch their names surely onto the Fast 5 trophy. Jones with it, another youngster brought through and producing for Manchester Thunder.
I know, man, this is a big cheer from Karen Gregg. It's gone ball not received in the centre third, so Thunder back in possession of the ball. 2 minutes 17 left on the clock. Still all to play for. Just remember the winner of this final. The team receives £25,000 in prize money.
Last seconds of the golden buzzer gone for Team Bath. Their hopes of defending their trophy gone for Team Bath. Anywhere you like though for Manchester Thunder. Might as well. Wonder whether we'll see some more changes and things a little different into these final few minutes.
But Betsy Creek out of goal attack. Last few minutes, Phoebe Maslin with the ball into Creek, who can't quite put it in.
A minute 30 left. Changes all round off the bench for Manchester Thunder. Asher Francis looks on at 12 minutes of what might have been for Team Bath. A rebuild in the Netball Super League. They've gone back to the final in the Fast 5 Netball All-Stars. McKevitt, brilliant day for her. Zips that ball in to Sinclair and Chollett.
Nice little 1-2 shooter ball there. Probably the first one that Gabby's missed, but like we said, Cholhock's there to clean up on the rebound. She goes for it again, and she makes sure this time.
What a first day in the office for Sinclair and Chollett with Manchester Thunder. Like they've always worn the dress. There'll be plenty at home watching this. Perhaps watching on thinking what might have been for their side. But that's a way to sign off the day, Betsy Creek. Brilliant. Not to be for them. The last few seconds of this one in the copper box. The Fast 5 Netball All-Stars. Game 13 proved lucky for Manchester Thunder. Sinclair tries to sink another. On the 5, as well she might. This has been bread and butter all day. They turned, they knew as soon as the release came. 51 up for Manchester Thunder. The countdown says it all. It's a countdown for the defending champions. Their title gone. There's a new name on the trophy, and that name is Manchester Thunder. Now the Thunder team pour onto the court. The likes of Kerry Armand, the one-eyebrow wonder of Karen Gregg. They dance as they did onto court. Just hearing the ABBA going off in the background too. This Manchester Thunder side came with the enjoyment. They made those changes. 2 huge pickups in that attacking end that were brilliant for them. But a word for the likes of McKevitt, Christian, these players that were really the engine of this side.
They were indeed. The likes of Bowen, who ran her socks off tonight. Particularly impressive Thunder. This is probably redemption for Karen Gray. They didn't make the final in the Super League, but they are winners today. And like I said, Gabby Sinclair, Mary Cholhock, absolutely superb. They warmed themselves into this competition, but boy, do they come home in a thunderous role.
What a season for Mary Cholhock. She's won the Super League. She's taken the All-Stars title as well. Whatever form of netball she performs, but Karen Gregg was masterful when it came to the golden buzzer. She had the tactics spot on.
She did indeed, made sure they were always in possession, and it just rained 6s and 10s, and it really built that score of 51-9, winning final. Smiles
Gabby
all
Sinclair,
around.
You're right with the smiles all round. The smiles came out the end of her fingertips. It was raining goals and it was raining sunshine. Let's get some reaction with Pamela.
Caroline, what a final, and Gabby Sinclair was the master of it all. How do you do it?
I don't know, so I just love playing, and yeah, I think I said before, it's just rhythm, get it and shoot it, and yeah, that's what I do.
Well, you spent today with Manchester Thunder, but you've really gelled to score that kind of scoreline. Team effort.
Yeah, they've been so welcoming. It's been great to have Mary with us too, so yeah, they were so welcoming, and yeah, I think we really gelled well today as a group.
How was it getting those dance moves down?
Oh yeah, I was at the back a little bit, but it was good fun.
Well, your netball did the corking on the court, Gabby, well done. Fast 5 champion!
Yeah, woohoo, thank you.
And match winning, tournament winning, Karen Gregg, you guys, the highest scoring game of the day in the final.
Save the best till last, right? I mean, we've been waiting for this for years, and said earlier about our record's not been great, and we've said every year we come back and just keep going one better. And I really think over the competition today, these guys have really gelled. They've figured out what works for them when. I've had a play around. We're playing some mind games with the buzzer, and yeah, it's all worked for us. So absolutely over the moon, obviously, to win a competition against such great, teams. And I think it shows today in Fast 5, anything can happen with anybody. And I think, Bath-worthy finalists came out there and gave us a great run. So really proud of the girls. A great way to end the season.
Oh, fabulous way to end the season. I've been watching you, and your facial expressions go from joy to what's going on.
Yeah, absolutely, and that's how it's been all season, really. But I think Fast 5 is such an unpredictable game, so when you've got shooters that are firing, it really helps. And I just want to thank Celtic Dragons and Loughborough Lightning for allowing Mary and Gabby to play for us tonight. They've been absolutely excellent additions to the team, and yeah, I think a great team performance, and really happy with everyone.
I just want to mention your eyebrow.
Oh, yeah. Well, you've got to get in the spirit, and I was going to go one yellow, one purple, but I was like, no, we'll just go with the,
I'm loving it.
Yeah, you got to, play it down with the kids, haven't you?
25 grand, Karen. Yeah. Amazing work.
The bosses will be happy. Thank you.
Oh, I'm still staring at that eyebrow. It is a strong left brow, and she looks brilliant with it. Lots of glitter. The bosses will be happy with that paycheck. £25,000 going to Manchester Thunder, the winners of this year's Fast 5's competition, defeating Team Bath, who are the defending champs. This is the official presentation in East London at the Copper Box Arena. There is Claire Nelson, who's now in charge of the Super League. We've got high hopes, Claire. She's second from the right there, about to hand out the medals. Here with Ebony and Tamsin. It's been a brilliant evening so far. And the presentation about to happen, Ebony, but it means a lot to these players, doesn't it? We have the Super League final on Sunday, but this is a real highlight.
It is a real highlight, and it's a great way in which to end the season. I think many of those teams obviously didn't necessarily play in that final on Sunday, so to be able to come together one more time, have some fun, really get together as a team, get around each other in less pressured circumstances, is an absolutely fantastic competition and a real privilege to be part of it.
So much talent in this Team Bath side.
Yeah, absolutely. Some of the players that you've seen taking their medals. Sophie Kelly, you can see her shooting was incredible. Jodie Pekova, that we talked about earlier. I think we were talking about Phoebe Maslin in the middle as well. I mean, how good was she? And I think this is what this competition gives you the opportunity to do. In a full 60 minutes in those games that really, really matter in the league, you don't perhaps get the opportunity to whack those players on. But actually here, rolling subs, a few minutes here, a few minutes there, let them grow into the game. How exciting for some of these youngsters to actually experience what it's like on a big stage and with some of those experienced players around you.
Yeah, I love the different rules, the rolling subs, the golden buzzer, and our winning side, Manchester Thunder, getting their medals. Gabby Sinclair, I have a sneaky suspicion she may be signed by Thunder. We were just talking about it, Tamsin.
I'd sign her.
Would you? Yes.
After today, in terms of that performance.
Celtic Dragon, they better be careful.
Well, look, everyone was on one-year contracts in Super League last season, so there has been massive movement this week. The signing window will open on Monday, and it's been really strange because obviously it's been mad on the phones and mad trying to speak to players, and then people were turning up here and you're trying to give them a bit of a break. But sneaky suspicion with some players playing for other teams, other than Mary Chollock, I think we can safely say she'll be staying at Loughborough Lightning. You never know who might just pop up in some of these other teams for next season.
I think now's the time to do it as well. It's not a World Cup year, it's not a Commonwealth Games year from an international perspective, so you do have the freedom to kind of make those choices if you want to make a move.
Definitely. There is Mary Chollock, the highest goal scorer in the Super League for 2023. Back to her side, left for a lining. We just saw Taylor McKevitt there, who's so versatile in that defensive end.
Wasn't she a revelation in goal defence? But we know how much she works out. I think they're just announcing that Gabby Sinclair's got the MVP of today, and rightly so. But I think the whole team, as you say, McKevitt, the likes of Huckle, they picked up so much ball on that defensive end and just supplied Gabby Sinclair and Mary Cholhock in abundance.
Here we go. This is the moment. Great stuff. There's Kerry Allman lifting the track. I think she was a little bit worried about dropping it there, but she's a player that's she was retired, came out of retirement, got a phone call from Karen Gregg, and my goodness, she's proved her worth.
She's just been in that Thunder side for so long, and I think that's what they always get right, this mix of youth and experience with the likes of someone like Kerry Allman. She was great today as well. She came on in a sort of 2-4 minute stint. She turned over loads of ball in that final, and I think that was the mix. I was impressed today, especially with Thunder and with Rhinos, their game management.
Yeah.
When they slowed the game down, when they played their golden buzzer, when they sort of took the time away from other teams as well. They were really, really smart on the opportunities that they go for the team. And then when they had Gary Sinclair on fire like that down the other end, it just all came together for them.
How much is that down to Karen pulling the strings?
Karen's a very large part of it, but I think we've talked about all season in terms of the structures that Manchester Thunder play with, which makes them successful year in, year out. They always make finals, and it's no surprise that the likes of Cholhock and Gabby Sinclair have fitted seamlessly into that structure. They probably had very limited time with that Thunder side, but they've got a clear idea of their roles, and today they just executed it absolutely perfectly.
Well, there is Claire in the red, who's going to be so influential this season, next season, but so much work for her to do.
Yeah, I mean, there's loads, isn't there, in terms of what the league looks like commercially, how it's going to drive forward. She is definitely the right lady to do that. She's absolutely brilliant. What she's done in Netball Scotland and at Sirens has been huge, and now she gets the opportunity to make a real impact in our league.
Super exciting times. And let's have a look at all the results from today, and just point out our winners at Thunder. They played Sirens and won. They lost to Team Bath in their first game against Bath. A victory against Sirens again, a victory